Better, petty don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the roll it flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. We didn't, not that might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power faster, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. We didn't, not that might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money, get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. runs. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Jones. Open man is Uzama. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing Jones. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. White again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Jones on 1st and 10. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On 1st and 10, Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And his throw is incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here. He's got Anderson right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it again with Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
From the 27, Jones. And this is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They will run with White out of the shotgun, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
This is brought in at the 21. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 63 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in midseason form here in the opener. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown. Michael Thomas. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Opting to run again here with White. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 27-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. It was Anthony Averett who got him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
A golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 1.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a give up the middle. This is White.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. He hits Adams complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. C.J. Uzomah, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. They'll set up to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Going right side is White. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
138 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
After the costly interception late, good job by him to keep it himself that time. Just tuck it, run it, and scramble for the marker. Don't give the coverage another chance at taking it away from you.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 4.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And they'll take him down at the 31.
tell us every single year. You make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Saints, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire